All right, welcome back to episode 5, if I'm correct. Excuse me. Of Alien Conjunction. All right, a lot of plans are at play here. Let's see where we go today. And we are going to begin today on the starboard side lab, science lab, the life sciences lab with Dr. Gannon. And all the things that he is up to. All right. Unicorn, let's start off with you. Let's just describe, so the point that you came back in and locked yourself in with that container. What are you doing? What has been going on while the rest of the crew have been trying to break in? What are you doing?
Science.
Okay, maybe elaborate a bit on.
I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Yeah, well, Cannon feels pretty safe and secure, locked in here. I would have started the cloning process and gotten the containment vessel I took from engineering prepped to create the specimen in there, so it'll be in there to grow, and I'm taking as many precautions as I can. He's not an idiot, just desperate.
Okay. How are you with, so you know they're trying to break in. Are you, is your attitude almost like this, they don't exist because you feel like you're on the cusp of something? Or are you more,
Yeah, I'd say that's
okay.
pretty accurate. He's feeling safe that the quarantine protocols are keeping him locked away in here alone. He would probably just lose complete track of time and care about what's happening outside of his lab
Okay.
as he attempts to clone the sequencing of the creature's DNA.
Okay. Let's start off with, um, let's see how that's going. Let's make a roll here, but there's not really a decent. It'd be nice if there was a science, but I think observation was the only thing that we decided was.
Yeah, I think that's what analysis is linked to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had the analysis talent that pulls from observation, I would say you could also do comtech, like using my tools, that's my science tools, with the next closest thing.
I think. Let's go with observation because you're observing how the cell structure is behaving and knowing what to do with that, perhaps. Let's go with that.
That roll.
Two.
2 successes. Might push it just because it's feeling overeager and so caught up in it. Oh, perfect. A panic and more successes. That seems more dramatic.
Okay. So before we figure out what's
Make a
going on
stress
with
response.
yeah, stress response. Let's see what this one is. No more skill pushing.
Interesting.
Okay. And you've got 4 successes now. So what are you doing with them?
Ooh, that's tough. I think I'm gonna do 3 quickly and 1 additional effect.
3 for quickly. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh my God! I should have. Okay. Let me think here. Additional effect. Or it's additional information. Is that what it's labeled as? Or, is that what it is?
For observation, it says additional effect, which I
Huh.
thought's interesting.
I thought it was all the
That's
same
what it
for
looks
all
like.
of
That's
them.
what it says now on all of them,
Huh. Oh, okay.
which could also include information. Kind of depends on the role.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's a little more general. You can do
Okay.
more stuff with it.
Well, additional effect. Now the other thing. It's isn't this. The way I read that in the rules, and I hate to discuss mechanics. I'd rather just role play. But this one's kind of new. They kind of left it like before in the original rules. There was all these different specified things for each skill. But this is the way I gathered. This is something that is more between player and GM to kind of come up with something. So maybe you can propose something. I can say yay or nay on that one. Or if you want it to be more of a surprise sort of thing. I got a good idea for one if you don't.
Yeah, I was thinking if you have an idea, that's good because I didn't have anything in mind specifically.
Just either of your ideas.
Okay.
You have a good idea for kind of something that happens during my experiment.
Yeah, I
Expected.
do. But if it's okay with you, I want to have it come into play a little bit later because it's going
Yeah,
to be really good.
totally.
It's going to be great for story. Great for story.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that idea.
You so doing it quickly and tying in your stress response. So you can't push rolls anymore. You are a bit alarmed at. I mean, your initial observation was how the cells didn't look like they were dying or not decomposing as rapidly. I mean, you couldn't observe the decomposition. Whereas, regular life form, you would have started to see cell degradation. But it's biomechanical sort of composition. It is the cells are dividing and multiplying more rapidly than what you could possibly have imagined, and it has alarmed you. At the rate that it is going, you feel that you may have something viable within even the hour. Quite how that's going to take, you're not sure. What form that's going to take, you're not sure. The other thing that you notice with it, and I'll give you this one, although it wasn't what you asked for, but and this isn't taking your other success. I just wanted you to have this one. The container itself, you are noticing that though there are parts of it are being absorbed by the cells and becoming part of this.
Oh,
Not so much. I mean, it's a very thick container.
pretty fascinating.
But it's because the container itself, I don't think we determined exactly what it was, but it's metallic in nature, I think, and very thick.
Yes.
Um,
An
but
antimatter container, I believe.
yeah, I mean, it's not. It's like skimming the surface. It's not like about to break through it. It's quite thick, but it's accelerating its growth. And I think we might leave that one there for right now, while you're just mad scientist at the
Yes,
moment.
I was just saying he's got a big mad scientist smile on his face as he just watches it, taking notes.
And it's I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like the alarm of seeing it progress a little bit more rapidly is almost like you're putting that in the back of your mind that no, this is just too cool. But nothing to be worried about here. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna hold that one
I
there.
just want to make a note too. I would probably be specifically recording it too, like with a video recorder,
Yep,
like the whole process.
yep. There will be. I've included a few of those around. There would definitely be one in the lab. Um, like in the storage containers, there are some, but I didn't really necessarily list all the contents of the labs. But yeah, um, you definitely have that. You can even set up very good camera so it's always just pointed on it the entire time instead of you having to handhold it.
That's
Up
what I was
to you.
thinking. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's jump to Aberley with Nakamura. And you're on deck B. Let's go to that. So you had gathered up the bodies of both Ramirez and Erickson and were preparing them. Not really an embalming process, but more of wrapping them up, ready to be jettisoned into space. And,
Yeah.
or body bags, really. It's not like you're wrapping them like they're a mummy or anything, but. And you notice this whole time Nakamura has been very silent. I mean, going through his job, doing his job, but he's just been very focused. And mostly not really even communicating with you. You know, he might gesture, but you guys have done this thing before, so it's not really something you have to inform him how to do, you know, you being the senior medical officer. But how far along would you say that you were?
I'd say we have one body completely done and wrapped, and we're working on the second because we don't want to rush through it. Um, we want to respect these people.
Right. Okay. I'll say that you finished up with Erickson, and you started in with Ramirez. And for the first time in this whole bit, Nakamura speaks. She was a good doctor. Very dedicated to her science.
Indeed, she was. Such a tragic thing.
No, has this happened to us?
Wish I could say. Well, the universe is a vast place. Never know what we're going to come across.
That
I'd have to
message.
say we're probably lucky we haven't encountered something of this type before.
That message to Dr. Owen. It's from the company. They knew. That's what it seems like. They knew and they sent us here anyway.
I know I hate to speculate, but yes, I think you're right. That is was such a odd message. And crew's expendable?
Certainly the captain will have something to say to him about it. If we live long enough.
Yes, but first we have to see if we can find any of them to get answers. We can, no point in continuing to guess as to what is going on. I mean, yeah, the message was pretty clear, but who knows? Maybe they decided to ignore it.
Well, I don't know our fate, but the sooner I have answers, the sooner my mind will be at rest. And whether the answers are that more trauma, I do not care at this point. I just want to know.
Yes, I agree. I would like some answers as well.
I'll get the gurneys. If you finish up with her.
Yes, we'll do.
And this storage room back here. You have a couple of collapsible gurneys that fold up. And he begins setting them up out in this area. Waits for you to finish and then stands at the head of Erickson, waiting for you to grab the feet. Puts the gurney right beside the medical table.
So I finish up doing the last of the wrapping and then walk over and grab Erickson's feet to help him transfer body.
And then he moves to wheel that one out into the corridor and then comes back to Ramirez and assumes that puts the gurney beside it and goes by the head as well, waiting for you to take the feet.
And once again, I take her feet and transfer the body. All right. I'll call the captain and see
And he just looks at you and
if
nods.
he would like to do this now or what we're going to do. So I go over to the office and call up to the captain. Captain, we've finished preparing the bodies. Shall we take care of this now and pay our respects, or do we have other pressing matters that need to be taken care of first?
Well, that's a bit of good news. Yeah. I'd go ahead and bring him up here to the lock. We'll use the one here by the bridge, the large one. Let's go ahead and get the buddies in there. I don't know that Dr. Gannon is going to join us, but
Okay.
I want to get.
Nakamura and I'll be on our way up.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll go back to Nakamura. Right. Captain said to bring him up to the airlock by the bridge.
All right.
So
I'll take
let's go.
Erickson.
So we just
Uh,
push our bodies on down to the lift.
all right. I think let's go to McLeod. Let me get the map set.
There.
Yes. Captain would have gone back to the bridge, leaving Chen outside the lab. All right. McLeod. Now you had last tried to unlock the lab, were unsuccessful, along with everyone else, and went back. And I think it's when you went back to engineering that you noticed the container was missing, if I remember right.
Yes, I believe so.
And you're halfway through the job the captain gave you. Wozniak is waiting for you to complete your part of it. And also you were busy thinking about Dr. Gannon. Probably not liking the fact that the door defeated you.
I am going to be turning off his gravity, by the way. Just so that's out there. Just for the container, his gravity is getting turned off.
Okay. Are you doing that straight away, or are you completing the job the captain asked of you?
Yeah.
You're doing that now?
Whilst I'm doing it, I'm going to be like, every now and then I'll kind of switch over to turning off his gravity.
Are you talking about in brief bits, or like haha off, then putting it back on, then, or are you
Off.
Just off and stay off.
Just off. Just stay off until he stops being a dick.
Okay.
And stops cloning an alien.
You don't know he's doing that.
Did I not overhear it?
Oh, wait a minute. You did. Forgot. Okay. First off, let's have you make a heavy machinery roll. This is not for that, because this is from your the original part of your job. Wozniak is waiting for you to do your bit before he can continue.
Yeah.
Let's see now, before you roll it. In your inventory, so certain things like a maintenance jack and a cutting torch give you bonuses, and if you have it activated, it'll automatically add to your dice pool. Well, in this case, neither one of those is relevant, so I need you to make any of those that are active as inactive. And I believe it's a right click on the item, I think, is what makes it inactive, if I remember right.
So which ones again, sorry?
Let me open up your character sheet.
Because I know I got rid of the Watsamu. I probably fucking butchered that. Bolt gun.
It's the cutting torch, mechanical cutting torch. And there you go. Cool. All right. Now it's just a straight up heavy machinery roll here. 2 successes, which is enough. What do you want to use with your bonus success?
I want to achieve some unexpected additional effect.
Okay. What would that be? So you're setting up. So you already made a roll to determine what's going on with things, which was last session, and what you felt you could do. This is you putting it into action. I got an idea. All right. How about this? Although it remains to be tested, because you need you need the event to actually happen. But you feel like that you have configured this antenna array that, provided that Wozniak is able to connect the feed from your sensors to a computer analysis system correctly or effectively enough, that in addition to what you already feel like is true, that you could pinpoint within a few meters the location from the moon, from the signal, you feel like that you'd have this new bit that you've discovered, that you'd have a bit of an advanced knowledge before it happened. Like a few minutes before, maybe even 10, 20, 30 minutes before. Because what comes with it is a gravitational wave that could destroy or damage or destroy the ship and would give you advanced knowledge. Yeah. I think that would be the best thing. It's the most thing that seems the most relevant anyway. Okay. I'll leave you to let Wozniak know about any of that, or that you're finished, but you have completed your part on that. And may shut off gravity if you like.
Yes. I didn't think that was really a question, to be quite honest.
All right. Are you contacting Wozniak before you shut off the gravity, or the other way around?
Other way around.
Okay. All right. There's not a roll you need to do for that one. This is something you can do almost in your sleep. You can localize. So artificial gravity is something that's contained within plates underneath the floor. So it is simply a matter of shutting power off to those plates in a specific area. And maybe with this you have learned just how much power you have on the ship. And do you make them instantly go off, or do they ease off slowly?
Instantaneously.
Okay. Dr. Gannon, with excited and manic zeal, you are looking at your creation develop quite rapidly. You have, from various reports, the form of this creature takes. There's a spider-like creature that is a parasite you've seen in a report. You haven't seen one yet. You've seen in a report a small reptilian sort of metallic creature. And then you've seen this large creature. And what seems to be taking shape is more of this reptilian creature. Small. And it is getting close, you think, And right at that moment, you're probably not, maybe or maybe not, are familiar with the sound of the artificial gravity, the sound that it makes when it's firing up or going off, but it's a subtle little sound, a click in the background. It goes off, and suddenly you find your feet aren't firmly resting on the ground, the floor of this lab. And maybe at first, I'm going to let you decide this, maybe at first you don't notice it because your eyes are focused on this container. Now the container itself, before I go into what you're doing, but the container itself, did you just set it on the countertop, or is it fastened down in some way, or is it still like in that, no, you wouldn't be able to lift it, I think. Is it still on there?
Yeah, I would think I would have like made a space in the corner for it and probably secured it as best he thought he could,
Okay.
taking precautions for if the thing grows and tries to break out, he would do whatever he would think he could do. But
And
I'm wondering if some kind of alarm goes off when the gravity goes off too.
yes, I guess there would be. I didn't think of that. You're right. Also, one last thing before I go into this. Sorry?
No, to keep going, yeah.
Oh, this container, in order for the camera to be able to film it, is the lid removed?
I suppose he wouldn't actually. He might have tried to set it up inside potentially, because he definitely wouldn't keep it open in any way. He's taking precautions,
Okay, all right.
as much as his ignorance allows, anyway, or
Okay.
his naivety, I should say. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. You hear the alarm go off. It's not a big, massive, self-destruct has been set off on the ship or anything like that. It's more of just a subtle little beeping in the background.
What the hell?
And
Swim through the air to comms.
pulling yourself off the container, or the counter, sorry, where you were standing next to. Need to move the map.
Ran into the bridge.
Gannon!
Artificial gravity has gone offline. What's the meaning of this?
I don't know what you're talking about, Gannon. I'm up here on the bridge. What are you doing in the lab? We've been trying to contact you. We've been trying to see what's going on in there.
I'm currently floating around holding onto a countertop. I demand you reinstate my gravity immediately.
I haven't taken your gravity away.
Well, surely you can fix this from the bridge. Something's malfunctioning. Send Walter down here.
Captain, we need Walter. Any moment now, the gravitational flux is going to occur.
I know. Walter's also not. He's an astrophysicist. It's not really his job. Gannon, checking into that. Banning out. And then just back on the comm. It's Captain Tim McLeod. You wouldn't happen to know anything about lack of gravity in a few places on the ship, would you?
Not sure what you're talking about, Captain. Who's having issues?
Dr. Gannon, to be specific. The lab, the starboard lab, is without gravity.
Oh no!
It was you. I knew it.
Anyway. Yes, it was. He needs to stop his experiments.
I agree. I don't really know what the nature of his experiment is. I know what you said, but I don't know what that entails. I know if it's successful or not.
I'll say to you straight, we don't want him doing it.
Right. Okay then. How are you coming on with the job I've given you?
Everything's just getting finalized now, just getting the last bits of code through. I shall have a report in about 30 seconds to a minute.
All right, stand by with the Ganon situation.
It's when ninja stop.
And then banning out. And Dr. Ganon, it's the captain. You still there?
Of course I'm still here. I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Floating.
Yeah, McLeod shut off your gravity. Since you won't let us in.
This is outrageous. I demand you reinstate it now.
I understand you're trying to... you may be trying to clone this creature that we have just killed. It almost put a hole in our ship. And has killed 2 of our crew members.
I'm a man of science, Captain. This is the greatest discovery in human history.
But if it brings about the death of our crew, this is not something that I can permit.
Proper precautions are taken as I've suggested, then there's no concern for a breach of protocol. The lab is quarantined. Nothing can go wrong.
Its
I demand you
blood
fix
can,
my gravity.
its blood can eat through the hull. What proper
I have
quarantine
no
do you...
intention of cutting it open.
Ganon, we're dealing with things that we have never encountered, that we know nothing about.
Which is precisely why they sent us out here and why I'm on this mission as lead scientist.
Am I still your captain?
Of course.
I can order McLeod to put
Science cannot be disregarded.
I can order McLeod to put the gravity back on, but I'm not really sure that I want to. I'd kind of like to know exactly what's going on with you.
I'm simply studying the specimen at this point and trying to draw conclusions and creating hypotheses. Nothing possibly dangerous to the ship, Captain, I assure you. And if it helps alleviate your concern, I promise to not continue down a road which you might not find appropriate. I'm simply studying the results of what we have.
And so you're not trying to make a creature. You're not trying to create one of these things.
I'm simply watching and observing.
I want you to do a manipulation. And let's see. There we go. Okay. You don't have more people on your side. You have helped your opponent.
-1 for radio.
Yep. But you have helped your opponent previously. We're going to assume, as being a crew member for 2 years at least. So that nullifies that. Opponent has more people on their side. -1. You asked for something valuable or dangerous. Well, you haven't asked for anything, and Captain doesn't know what the hell is going on. Let's
I
go
was
with
kind of, I guess the way I was trying to present my case was within the lie, saying like, I promise to not keep doing it because he's like already done it. So it's kind of like,
I know.
promise not to do that because it's already happened. Like,
Yes. Okay. Let's just go with the -1 then, because of the more people on their side, because the radio is kind of nullified by the you've helped your opponent previously.
I'm not able to push, which is interesting.
Uh-oh.
Did it show up? Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right. Gannon, I've got other things going on right now. I'll be back with you soon, and you will let me into the lab. Until that time, I'm not sure if I have time to talk to McLeod about getting your gravity reinstated. You seem to be so super
I'll do it
focused
myself.
on this.
In and out.
Oh, God. He looks at you, Wozniak, and Richards.
Is he still in the pillow fort?
Sorry, say it again. I didn't hear you. I didn't understand you.
Is he still in the pillow fort?
Yeah. McLeod has shut
Wow.
off his gravity and. What?
Let's hope he's not up to make it no good in there.
Anyway, I don't know if you heard McLeod. He should be contacting you soon with ready for you to do your end of things.
Roger that. And Walter, what are we looking at in terms of time? When's the next gravitational pulse?
I'm trying to. This is me as the GM. I'm trying to calculate the time. Speaking of which, of time, do you guys all realize that all these sessions so far, it's still in one day
Busy day.
from you coming
I
up?
didn't even think about that.
Although we're nearing the end of a day, so I'm beginning to get weary. And anyway, for anybody who's watching the episodes back to back, I don't write these things down, but the prediction that Walter gave you earlier was in about 2 hours. And so he looks at you. By my calculations, we have just under 90 minutes.
All right, looks like we're good for setting things up. Actually, Shauna, if you're okay handling the bridge, I might take a quick power nap.
Sure, I'll never pass up chance to pilot this ship.
She's a beauty. All right, buzz me if there's another dragon or anything. I say that confidently, but then like shudder.
Okay. Captain just looks at you. And you see him, he's walked over to Walter as you've left, but right. Captain goes to the comms. Aberley, how are we coming with that? Are you here yet? Dr. Aberley?
Oh, sorry. I missed the name. Yeah. Yep. Push the bodies out. Captain's still on the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on. Hop in there then. We're ready, Captain.
Right. Well, I'm not sure how many crew members are available. Gannon is still locked away.
Something tells me he wouldn't even come even if he didn't have something to play with.
Yeah. Well, McLeod has shut off his gravity.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, well, it's... Gannon is
Nicer
understandably
than I
not...
would have done.
Sorry?
Nicer than what I would have done.
Huh. Yeah, Gannon was not
What?
very pleased, to say the least. But for now, McLeod is still tied up with... He's about to finish with what he's doing. Wozniak's gone for a nap. And Captain just
Nap?
holds his hand up
Time
and
like
shakes his
this.
head. How on earth anyone can sleep with this going on?
Yeah. Got me. Well, things are ready when there's a better time, unless we just want to go ahead and those that are here, we pay our respects and
I'll summon the crew. I'll set a time. All right. Coming on the intercom across the entire ship. All right, this is your captain speaking. Despite all the crap going on, we have 2 members of crew that have fallen. I want to pay our respects before we send them off to their grave. In 15 minutes, appear on the port side lock here by the bridge. We'll have a little memorial. Please make your way here. You too, Gannon. Captain out.
I'll press the intercom in my room. Captain, are we nuts? Best waiting for after the gravitational shift.
So what?
Are we not best waiting until after the gravitational?
You heard Walter. We've got about 90 minutes for that. I kind of want to be ready.
All right, okay, I'm going back. Well,
Okay.
whilst I'm in my room, I find a spare shirt as well, because the last one I threw in alien blood.
Okay.
Get dressed and head back up.
You've only just gotten back to your room.
Yeah.
Aberta, you hear, with the door open, you hear Walter speak to the captain. It's a little bit distant from him, but you can hear it well enough. If it's all right, Captain, I will stay here and monitor until just before the memorial. Yes, Walter, that's fine.
I mumble to myself. Damn shame when even the Synthetical wants to show up, but you can't get the old cantankerous bastard out of his lab because he's got something new to play with.
Yeah, I'm afraid of what that toy is.
I think he's proved that he's not really concerned with the troubles of humanity.
Or the safety of this crew. Alright, when this is
You know,
over...
Captain,
Sorry?
now that you say that, he is so hyper fixated on that thing. Do you suppose he got a message similar to the one the Vespucci got? He has been pretty adamant about getting a sample of that thing.
I don't like the sound of that.
No.
But I would have thought all company signals should come through the captain, but then that didn't prove to be the case with the Vespucci.
Yeah.
I don't even want to entertain that thought. But I have to confess, at least a part of me thought maybe so. We've been so involved here. After this memorial, I'll go up and speak with Mother.
That's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see, is there a calm? There's not one there. Oh, there's in the corner. McLeod, are you joining us?
Yeah, I'll be there in a couple of minutes. Just getting this last done, and then I'll be right over.
No, we're not going to wait much longer, man. Right. Let's get these two up to the lock. And he looks to Nakamura and you, Dr. Aberley, and just nods his head, signaling you to proceed with moving the bodies into the lock.
Obviously, Nakamura's in front, so I help him lift the body and gently place it into the airlock. And then move the little gurney and repeat with the second body. Alright, that's it, Captain.
All right. Anyone want to say anything?
Well, I can't say that I knew them very long. It's just been for this mission, but I could tell that they were dedicated to our cause. They didn't deserve what happened to them. I'll let them be the last.
Ramirez had served with this crew for just coming up to 10 years. Erickson's fairly new, as you all know. Despite annoying McLeod, he still did good work. Ramirez contributed in a major way to the discoveries and the success of all of our past missions. Difficult to replace. Anyone else have anything to say? And he looks to each of you.
And just shake my head no. I think you about covered it, Captain.
Right. Nakamura or Aberley, whichever of you want to do the honors. There's controls on the wall.
I'll do it.
I don't have them.
I'll walk
You don't
through
see them on the
control.
map because they're just too small to put to make. If you zoom in really, really far, you can see that I put a few buttons on the wall. No.
Imagine they're next to the door, so I walk up and look for a moment and then push the button.
And then they go floating out. There's a little bit of an atmosphere left in there that kind of pushed them out. And you watch as they drift off from the ship until they're too hard to see, lost within the background of the of space. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot to have Walter come up for that. He was there. Yeah. Let's wrap up with this antenna. We're down to about almost an hour. He looks to Walter. Walter nods. Yes, Captain. McLeod, Wozniak, can you wrap up what you're doing? And then we need to deal with this Ganon situation. This has gone on long enough.
Lucky enough on my end, it's done. So, Wozniak, it's all aligned. The antennas are fully aligned and are now configured to respond to the moon signals.
That's grand. We'll
All data will be getting sent to you, well, to your station.
I'll make sure we're set to act whenever this flux happens.
Good.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to Mother. Aberley, I know we're planning to go down to this moon, assuming we survive the next wave. I wonder if you could start preparing supplies to take, medical, food, water.
Well, Nakamura and I, of course, will take care of medical side.
All right. And he goes into the lift. And goes up to the captain's deck. All right. I just saw that.
Or has it been enough time for a stress relief?
Yes. So, you were partly. I mean, Wozniak, you've been chilling off. If you weren't on the bridge, you were in your cabin. For some time. I would say 2 stress can come off of everyone, and which means stress response for each one of them.
I'm all good.
And because I forgot to do it last time, let me check the NPCs. Oh, that's Richards. Chen. Dr. Gannon, you had removed, using your nap relief, you have removed all of your stress, which means you can remove your panic responses. Or sorry, your stress responses. Sorry, I'm just going to the NPCs, removing their stresses. Okay, that's all of them. Okay. Ganon. Floating around with, holding onto the counter top or the equipment nearby you. Who's engaged the motion tracker?
Alright, I pressed it by accident.
Oh, okay. You jab yourself with the hypo spray. And instantly, almost instantly, feel so much more calm.
These pedestrian citizens, they don't understand. I guess I'd go to my computer terminal and attempt to access my own grav unit in the room.
Okay. Let's just do a mobility roll with a +1 to navigate across there and keep you from spinning about. There you go.
Yeah.
Anything with your bonus?
Quickly.
Okay. Almost feeling like Superman. Zooming across. Getting to the computer terminal. Life science is your background, yeah, sure. But you've been around technology for a very long career. You need to remove your stress responses, dude.
Oh, it didn't automatically do it, I see. Okay.
I think it's a right click to get rid of them, if I remember correctly.
Left click.
Oh, it's left click. Okay.
Tried right first, too.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising. Anyway. But you know your way a little bit around a computer system. You do happen to have a diagnostic device.
Mm-hmm.
You need to activate it, though, by the way. But and that's going to be McLeod didn't set any sort of lockouts to the controls, so it's going to be a straight up roll. And it should automatically give you your bonus.
What did you Alan, what did you use your extra stunt for when you that? I don't remember.
Are you going to push?
Looks like I'm pushing. I'm allowing a multi-push because I can.
One success. He didn't put anything
Well, I
into
need it.
securing it to locking anybody out. So 1 is enough to restore your gravity.
Gravity reinstated.
Where are you at, McLeod? Oh, you're at your controls there. What are you monitoring there, McLeod, at the panel?
I'm kind of just monitoring basic signals in like the ship's like internal, like life support stuff like that.
All right.
Kind of just what keeps.
Go ahead. I was wondering, and I'll, well, I trust you to be the story like with this, but Do you have on that terminal an observation of the gravity status in the starboard side lab? Callum?
Control it by my like flickers of like status, like green and red for like active and deactivate.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Would you set that so you can monitor it there from the station that you're at?
Yeah, I
Okay.
kind of monitor to make sure everything's like ideally set. Then I'd probably have placed it on all of them. So that no matter where I am, I can keep a fine eye on double bollocks.
So, almost like you set a widget on a smartphone and you can put it at different sizes. You've put the gravity status of the starboard side lab as very large widget on the screens everywhere in engineering. All right. You see that the gravity status has gone from red to green. And not by your hand. And yeah, I'll let you deal with that however you wish.
I kind of like look at it and kind of squint my eyes and go, "You fucker." I'm gonna go to my comms unit and Gannon. Gannon.
No response.
Well, fuck you too then, Gannon. I'm gonna walk over back to my station and kinda do some beep boop beep boop beep boop.
We're gonna have a hack off now. Yes.
I hope you
Pose
said
Comtech rolls.
opposed Comtech rolls. We haven't had this in a game.
So actually I might have something.
2200.
Give me a moment, I might have something that might help. I need to check it. Do I have one? Question, Andy.
Yes.
Do I have a welding torch?
That's the cutting torch. You own
Is
one.
it?
Yeah. You,
Oh, well.
I just had you make it inactive.
Okay. So, I'll
Yeah, you
do
could
my-
cut right through that door if you wish.
Oh, I'm not planning on cutting through it. I'll have to do my little checks to see if Gannon actually did go through my code. I'm going to pick up my cutting torch after refilling it with gas, after getting infuriated by the door and then flipping Gannon off through the window.
What does Chen see as you come storming down that corridor? What look does he see on your face?
Kind of this like straight-faced but also mildly amused by what I'm going to do. And these doors, are they the actual doors? I assume they're like a straight line and it's two separate doors that go left and right.
That's right, and they do have glass, so you can see in. Although it's not thin glass by any means, but
Okay.
it's
So-
not breakable. It's got to withstand as if there was an atmospheric breach. So it's strong sort of glass, like what would be on the exterior hull.
Okay. So is the glass itself, is it like little windows or is it like big things?
Each door is going to have about. It's kind of, I wish if we were in person, I can describe it better. Imagine like 3 panes of glass, but it's like. Imagine it kind of a rectangle on each one, but it's kind of like angled off at the top. But there's like metal that separates it into 3 bits. So one long big rectangle in each, but separated into 3 bits, but at angles. Just think futuristic sci-fi sort of design.
Okay. So as I approach, I'm going to be I'm going to bring myself down low to try and get underneath the glass so they may or may not see me as I approach.
That's
And,
fine. The glasses doesn't start until you're about half a meter from the ground.
I'm gonna weld his door shut.
Okay.
If that's possible.
It is very possible. I'll go. It's an easy thing to do, but I'll make you go ahead and roll a heavy machinery because you can get bonuses with that. You know, doing it quicker or whatever. One's all you need. That's a 10-minute job, roughly. Well, 5 to 10 minutes in there. Gannon, were you at the door seeing... Were you there at the where your token is?
Well, I think, it's kind of all happening at once. This is technically happening before the captain announces for everyone to come.
Okay.
Bridge,
Well,
right?
let's do a bit of a... Let's do... so all that is still happening, but let's retcon back to what has been happening with you in this time.
So I turn off the gravity, and then I would have tried to secure my system and put it on a closed loop so nobody could get into the lab systems again.
Okay, that will be another contact roll. You've got your Seegson device activated, so that's active. No negatives.
Automatically.
There you go. Level 2 lock. Pushing it.
Push it. Oh, that's funny.
Stress response.
Okay, cool. That's good. I like this. The shakes.
Agility -2. Okay, well, if gravity does go up again, you're going to have a hell of a time. Or if you have to make a mad rush out of there.
Lock and a level 2 comm lock.
Sorry? Oh, yeah, you got level 2 on both the gravity controls and the lock to get in. Okay. And then what else?
Oh. I think you would just double check on his experiment and see how it's progressing. And then probably hear the welding torch go on while he's doing that. And then
Okay.
go over to the door and look at McLeod through it.
Just part of that. So looking at the experiment, you've been preoccupied with floating around and arguing with Captain and foiling McLeod's plot that you haven't been observing. A camera on the inside, which goes out to a feed. I take it you've got on the screens, perhaps the one you're in front of now, or on multiple screens. You've got 3 major screens in the room. Plus, you can send it to an iPad if you wanted as well. But your first glance, once you have secured yourself again and secured gravity, looking at the feed, what you see is a fully formed creature that resembles the description given from the med report. All curled up. You would guess if it was extended, it would be about 20 centimeters long. But it's all curled up in a spiral. What's interesting is that the human fetus bears the same thing. How when they're all curled up, all the parts seem to fit together almost like a ball. But this is even more precise. And you can't help but think that the first thought that comes to your mind is that a creature like this was engineered in some way. Especially considering the fact of the metallic component. The container itself, as you observed earlier, was that it appeared that the embryo was taking elements from the inside of the container and absorbing it. And a lot of that has happened, especially around where the creature sits. Thinner, but you feel like probably not enough necessarily to break through. No, it's contained inside, so your instruments that you would use to analyze how you analyze the specimen to observe its cells under a microscope. Obviously, you can't do anything like that. Not unless you want to open the container. But what alarms you, perhaps, not enough for a stress response, but you can swear you see some subtle movement. Not breathing, but subtle movement. Maybe the spiral tightens up a little bit. Maybe it loosens up a little bit. You can't quite figure that one out. And you're surprised with
Created
just how...
live.
It's alive! You're surprised with just how easy it was. And you're just marveling at this when you hear the... Oh, wait a minute.
Do you have that sound effect still?
I was just looking to see if I put it back up, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I meant to do that since last session. I didn't do it. Oh, damn it. I don't think I can load it up quick enough. But you hear the sound, telltale sound of a cutting torch. And I'll let you roleplay whichever wit you think, but is your first thought that they're cutting through the door rather than sealing you shut? Because they've all been talking about trying to break in. And then you said you're going over to the door. So I will let you can go from there.
What do you think you're doing, McLeod?
I'm gonna like peek my like. He's just gonna see the top of my head and my two eyes and like my mouth like just below the window gap. Trying to get in. As a lie, obviously. So I assume that's manipulation.
It is. Let's see. You have more people on your side, so that's +1. What? Let's see. I think it's going to equal out because he knows you're opposed to him. So despite your advantage of people on your side, you're going to lose that advantage.
Right. So just a flat.
I think it's going to be a flat roll here.
Well, we're going to see, aren't we? Nope. I don't think so.
So, Gannon, do you believe him?
Maybe I would, honestly, just because... Well, I would know he can't because the quarantine protocols that I placed in response to his last panic about it, so I might just...
Good luck, McLeod. You're never getting in here. No one's coming in here. This is my space and you're not allowed in here.
I'll just start, like, losing it.
You can try all you want. You'll never interfere with my project.
He's just going to see a thumbs up, kind of slowly rise, like in Terminator when he's sinking into the molten. Just slowly rising above the glass.
Oh, and I want to storm off back to the computer and see if I can send a transmission back to the company. That crew rebellion is going on and specimen obtained.
Oh my god. This is taking a
and
turn.
The crew are trying to destroy the experiment that we were sent out here to find.
And it triggers a ghost protocol in Walter that he didn't know about, and he goes rogue.
Captain's dead. We're all dead.
It turns into a robot holocaust instead of Xeno. Okay. All right. That's going to be a bit of a hack because this is not long-range comms based here. Let's see. What's going good for you is the captain hasn't anticipated any of this, so hasn't shut down any sort of long-range comms. Okay, but still, it's quite a hack. Let's go with -2, but you've got your Seegson, so that'll equal that out.
Rolling so bad today. Crazy. I'm gonna push it once. Ooh, I'm gonna push it twice.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Total of 3 successes. You've got 2 bonuses. What are you doing with them? So one, you're successful, but
Well, I'm gonna do 2 additional unexpected effects. Determined by you whenever you please.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me hold on.
Unless quickly would be the message reaches them quicker.
I was just thinking of the technology. That's why I'm hesitant. Through the network, what Wayland set up, it's the fastest communication that can happen. But if you're trying to reach all the way back to central systems, you're talking about hours to a couple of days before the message gets there. However, you also know the company has outposts all over the place. But you are out in the wild frontier. So, one of them could be used that I would say without any sort of extra successes. The speed of the transmission would be somewhat slow from out here till it got to the first relay station, and then it would speed up. But if you want this to go quicker, either by the time it got to the first relay station, some of the coding that you've done could make it a priority, so it could.
Let me put this to you. Knowing the other doctor who was the betrayer, is there a way I could use one success to determine who he was communicating with, even if it's just like a number code or something, and then send my message to that recipient? Okay. And that would be my 2 successes, my 2 stunts.
That is related to one of the ones I was going to hold on. So, yes. Yes.
Forcing me to be a traitor.
Yes.
Been coerced into betraying them. That's what he's telling him.
It's their fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just let me to my work.
I want to pause that scene just for a moment. And I want to go to Wozniak. Sorry to keep you holding there.
Okay.
And I would like for you to make a contact. Now, this is
To do with the sensors?
Yes, to do with sensors, yes. And so your new talent, Seekson
Gives
isn't
me
going to
plus
help
2.
you because you're not hacking, but
No problem. I've not got that active anyway.
yes. Technically, that's talent is for doing like space combat. Can you guys hold on something? For some reason, someone's rang my doorbell.
Okay.
Really awkward. One moment.
For everyone watching at home, please give us a like, comment what you like about this game. We really appreciate your support. Hit the bell icon. The other thing. How about you give a comment to say who you think is at Andy's door?
All right. Sorry about that.
Got a bump for you.
Anyway, sensor operator. That's although that talent is more, I believe, geared towards like space combat and such, but I will allow it for this because
It says plus 2 dice when rolling to operate ship sensors.
I haven't looked at it. I thought it
Yeah,
had
I
to do
know.
with the the ship combat phase was like sensors, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to allow it for this anyway. So
Thank you kindly.
I think you'll have to manually add your plus 2 though.
Did, still failed. I will push though.
There you go.
There you go, that's better.
Uh,
Is this to set up the sensors?
It is. And what do you want to do with your bonus?
I want to do it quickly so I can just press a couple of buttons and then go and take my power nap.
Of course. Okay. McLeod, you do see on yours. Oh wait, no, you don't, because you're at the doors. Never mind, you're not down. You're not down in your systems anymore. If you were, you would see that the connection has been made. But you have finished, by the way, McLeod, welding this door shut.
Yeah.
But Ganon thinks you're trying to break in, because you told him you were. So how do you carry on with that? Because since you're not trying to break in, do you pretend like you failed, or what's going on?
So, as I like finish the final little nugget of weld, I'm just gonna I'm gonna scream, "For fuck's sake!" And then kind of like pretend that I'm like thrashing around, hit the door twice with my fist, and then I'm gonna get up and kind of, oh god, wrong thing, walk away. But as I get kind of further away from the door, I'm gonna start like kind of whistling and add like a very like low skip.
Chen just watches you. He doesn't say a thing. He just watches you and just. Yes.
Beep boop beep boop.
When you get back to your station, you can see that the connection has been made by Wozniak. And you have now the same view from the bridge as for them to see. So it basically can be seen in both places. So what I mean is that you can monitor from here. And you would know that, well, they would know that as well on the bridge. Okay. Ganon. Whilst you've just finished sending that message, you're still at your terminal. And just click send, feeling very proud of yourself. And you hear behind you that container jostling about. Something's moving inside of it quite aggressively. And perhaps a bit of a force on the lid trying to break out. And I think we'll go to break right there.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
Luckily, I have no weapon.
welcome back. Dr. Gannon, so let's go right back with you. And this container is, it's heavy enough. It's not, you're not sure if it's going to tip over or not, but it is rocking about back and forth quite violently, and you can hear it perhaps banging against the lid on the inside of it, trying to break it open. And from where you're at, so this is you turning around from your comms. Do you indeed have the feed from the camera on the? There's a screen next to you, a big green glow, and there's one. Down in.
I think I'd have it on this one. Bottom.
That one there, okay. From there, so it's a bit of a blur of motion. I guess we have to assume that you've set up a light on the inside of it, otherwise it's kind of pointless with the camera. But there's no doubt that you have succeeded in creating something, whether you did it correctly or not, and that it's or you've made something else. You don't know. But it's moving about quite violently. You've heard McLeod storm off, that he wasn't successful for breaking in to your lab. And as you watch the screen, the movement inside suddenly stops. And quite clearly, you see this creature. And it stops moving. And it stands straight up, perfectly straight. Its elongated sort of head. And it looks straight at the camera. Its mouth slowly opens to reveal teeth that appear to be made of metal. It slowly opens its mouth. And then closes it. And looks right at the camera. Now, whether it knows it's looking at a camera or not, but you swear. Your creation, your child, is looking right at you. And it just stands there. What do you do about this? Or anything else?
Like, holding its gaze mesmerized.
Fascinating. Really fascinating.
Where is the container in the lab? I forget where you
I
said.
was thinking. I was thinking this same kind of corner.
Right
And
there.
That's how I would have kind of attached just got the whole setup right there attached to this monitor.
Okay. All right. And you see it coil. It retracts down and coils back up, spins in a circle a few times. And you can see that its head is moving left and right. First on the bottom of the container, and then it expands its coil, and it's moving up and up and up the inside of the container. His head's still moving left and right. Perhaps it's looking for something. Looking for a weakness. Or just exploring its environment. And from behind you, you hear from the comm station a subtle little tone that indicates message received. Long range comms. Do you look towards the comm unit, or do you stay fixed on your creation?
I feel like it kind of distracts me, and I go over and double check the message.
What you see is a transmission report acknowledging, so it's like an echo back that the message has been received, and it didn't take long. And from that, you can only calculate that there is a company reception not far from you. And you did get a few successes when you did it. That you're no astrophysicist, you're no navigator. You're into life science, not into star. But it seems to have been received quicker than the nearest relay point in the network. So the edge of settled space. You feel like this received report is a much quicker than what it would be if it was going to the nearest station that has a network port. And when you're doing that, the violence resumes from the container.
Like spin around, startled.
And
just kind of stare at it, just frozen.
And looking at the camera feed from where you're at an angle there, but you can see it well enough. The creature seems to be attacking itself, biting itself. And you see bursting from it is this yellowish sort of goo that starts emanating smoke on the inside from the container. And you remember you did notice that the container was weaker in the parts where the embryo was lying as it developed. And you wonder, how strong is this container? And the creature finishes, quote unquote, attacking itself, and it stands back and it's just looking at the spot where this smoke is emanating from.
Might take. I think I'll wait and see what happens. Also, I'm just like I move to the screen and just staring at it, fascinated.
The steam is not completely, but there is a bit of a fog on the inside now, so the camera isn't quite as clear to you. But you start to hear from the container, so you're glued to the screen. You hear from the container itself, the sort of sizzling. And you look down to it and you see a hole developing in the side of this container. A hole that's facing, let's get my pointer tool. So this direction, so on that side, so it's not facing the wall or the window or the rest of the lab. Well, it's facing kind of where you're standing. And it gets bigger, and so you have this on like a trolley, a flatbed sort of trolley. What you wheeled it up from engineering, and the acid kind of drips out from the container, and it's down on the bed of this trolley. It's starting to eat through the trolley a bit. The hole in the side of the container gets bigger. Goes through the bottom of the trolley, and a few drops you see get onto the hull of the lab, but it wasn't a whole lot of acid, and it sort of stops smoldering then. And then from the hole of this container you see a little clawed hand come out and grab the edge, and then in the other. And then this head emerges, and the thing slithers out almost like a snake and lands on this platform of this wheeled cart into a coil. And then slowly rises up.
I want to make a xenomorphology roll now that I'm face to face with it.
Okay.
Mechanically looks for a potential weakness if it has any. And that's
Okay.
kind of I use it as a general roll. So basing off, is it have a weakness? And just anything else that you might want to give me.
Okay. Okay. I know what I'm going to do with that.
It just says make a flat observation roll as a quick
Okay.
action. Okay. Whoa.
Damn. Not even a push. Right. What do those bonuses give you?
No, that stunts really apply being a talent. The only thing that would apply is extra information or additional effect anyway.
It's like, this is a new talent, so Okay, well, I'll just use it to see the information again. All right. Let's see. Well, you observe that it's very inquisitive about its surroundings. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. Here's your little friend. Though it's a lot bigger a token than what it actually is, of course. But very curious about its surroundings. But very quick to learn. But what I was going to tell you. Compared to the source material that it came from, you can tell that its exoskeleton is considerably thinner. I mean, obviously you have to take a piece of it to really analyze it, but it's more translucent. I'm trying to think what else you would learn from that. One thing that does stand out to you, though, is that it just stands there and stares at you.
Like slowly approach it and kind of get down to its level on my knees. And I'll pull out candy bar that I have on me.
You see that as you move close and kneel down, it roughly imitates the behavior. It moves forward and slightly kneels down, even though it doesn't kneel in down to your level, but it's imitating your movement. And you hand out the chocolate bar. Do you hold it in your hand the whole time?
I'll break off a piece of it and like kind of toss it in front of it.
It looks down at it, then looks back up at you, takes a step forward, kneels down, puts its head next to it, looks at it from a few sides, and then in a lightning quick speed, its mouth opens and it inhales it instantly. Excuse me, sorry.
So you have a bit of a sweet tooth, do you?
I'll
And it,
move closer and break off more of the bar.
I wonder if you like protein.
Pull out my bug juice and pour a little bit out in front of me and try to lure it to come closer to me.
well, it grabbed that piece of chocolate bar very quickly and inhaled it. And moves to the edge of the platform quite quickly. Did you say you poured some of it out on the floor of the lab or on the cart?
On the floor of the lab. I feel like the cart's kind of behind it now in my
Okay.
head.
Okay.
And I'm like edging closer and closer to it slowly, like trying to get, a scared cat to come to me almost.
Right. It jumps off the platform with very nimble movement. And you notice it's less timid. And still it just stares at you. Well, you'd say it stare, but you couldn't see any eyes. And it comes up to
Here,
the
little kitty.
the juice you've poured out. And it touches some to its lips. Takes some of it in, but it doesn't do all of it. And it rises up, looking at you, and cocks its head to the side.
take a swig of the bug juice. And just pour the rest of it out on the floor. Lay the candy bar, unwrap it in full, lay it out next to it. And then slowly stand up. And I'll try to kind of move around it slowly to like get to the camera and detach it. That's kind of where I'm heading.
Okay. It doesn't take its eyes off of you, and when you stand up, it stands fully up as well.
It's a little creepy.
And it moves.
It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. Feel my positive energies.
I'll try to start recording it.
Okay.
And just holding the camera now.
It watches you do that. And quickly grabs the rest of the chocolate bar. And did you say you set the bug juice down? I can't remember what you said.
Yeah, I poured all the bug juice out in just a pool, and I set down the candy bar.
Okay. The candy bar it devours instantly. Violently. So where are you at? It actually would have moved a bit, wouldn't it? It didn't actually move its carrot token. Sorry. And it's... You feel like perhaps maybe you have some sort of bond with this creature. But it still just stares at you. Maybe it's waiting.
Pull out my flashlight, and I'll kind of like flash it in its face to see if it reacts. I'll kind of move it around the floor and see if it reacts. Just doing some basic, like, observational testing on its reactions and how it, trying to understand how it perceives light, sound, heat, movement, etc. And I'll just very calmly perform. I was gonna say, I'll just keep doing stuff like that, like, and calmly record myself performing little experiments until something happens.
You flash the light on it. It sort of goes rigid and it lets out a slow hiss. And I wish I made this token smaller. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's better. It steps closer. And you can see it's, although it's keeping it, I'll say an eye on you, it's looking left and right. And right at that moment, McLeod you get your advanced warning signal. I assume you were monitoring your controls.
Yes.
You felt you would be able to detect it early enough. So you're seeing what the bridge sees, and actually by now the captain is going to be back on the bridge.
I would have set it
Go ahead.
like a 10-minute alarm before the gravitational
Okay.
hiccups.
I was coming right back to you actually, to ask you about what you were doing. Set the alarm so before the time, so McLeod gets an advanced warning. I don't remember if you conveyed that information. So you were setting your alarm for the time.
Going over what Walter's told me.
Okay. So, sorry, what were you about to say, Callum?
Oh, don't worry.
Okay. But that alarm goes off in the bridge as well. And McLeod, you hear on the comm, your comm direct to you. McLeod, what is this? This alarm's going off. Is everything working?
Everything seems to be working. I think we're getting close to the pulse.
What kind of time frame do you think we have? And he's looking at Walter as well. 10 minutes by my calculation, Captain. McLeod, you said you could pinpoint its location. Can you do that before maybe we lose all system control in the next few minutes? Right, over the shipwide comms. This is the captain. Brace. We have another wave likely on our way in the next few minutes. Wozniak, I'm going to need you on the bridge.
Oh, okay, I'm going. My alarm did go off. I'll be right there.
And before he let go of the comms, you could hear him. You just heard him say Richards, and then the comm went off. Gannon, you hear this over the comms, and so does your creation. And it's lost its focus on your face slightly, and it's looking about. And while this is going on, what's going to happen here? I'm going to put Gannon and his creature in a combat tracker. And I'll have you go ahead and do your initiative, Dr. Gannon.
God, how do I do that again? Where is
On the
it?
combat tracker.
Oh, just in the tracker. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I was looking at my character sheet.
Look at you. Okay. I disabled that combat timer. I did. Good. All right. So what you detect is that this creature's calm observation and from what you know of animals, which is quite a bit, obviously, it's crouching, an aggressive maneuver. Is it going to attack? The time of peace seems to be gone. The bond you thought you had, is that still there? Is it thankful that you gave it life? What is going on? And what do you do with that information?
Ugh. So what triggered it was the comm system, or is there like an actual alarm going off?
Just the comm system, and but as far as you know, you don't know 100%. It's just the startled sound of the aggressiveness, not really aggressive, but the
Commanding of.
the commanding
Oh,
voice of the
almost.
captain. Sorry.
I guess I was just checking if there was an actual alarm
No.
being sounded. So there's not. So
There's
okay.
not.
So I see it go like this, and I'll take a few steps back slowly. Still holding the camera recording on it. I guess I'll use my fast action to move behind the cart and kind of put that as a barrier between us.
Okay.
Cart in the box. And then slow action. Oof. Well, they call them full actions now.
Yes, they do.
Is it still one full and one quick though?
Yeah, or two
Quick.
quicks.
I guess it would be move and take cover would be two quick actions.
Yeah.
Unless I was close enough to just take cover, and then I would hold my action to defend against close combat attack.
Well, it depends where you want to take cover, but you've got right here around the edge of this, or you can jump up on. This is a lab table. You can jump up on top of it, not knowing whether this creature can jump or not.
Yeah, I feel like being behind the container on the cart, taking cover behind that's what he would do, because he was already kind of next to that
Yeah.
and backing away from the creature towards it, because I just pulled the camera out of it, so he just takes cover behind it.
Okay. Okay then. Okay. You don't get to die. It goes barreling away underneath this counter, this table. And where it's gone from that, you don't know, but you don't see it anymore. Oh, just deleted your token. I didn't mean to. Whoops.
It's easy fix. I got it. Right, I will kind of move. I'll use one action to get over, taking a wide berth of where I saw it go, like kind of hugging the computers and screens, and I've just still got the camera like moving around, tried to follow from the direction I saw it run under, just looking for it, and I'll move to the door and try to open the door. And clearly failed to do so.
You now looking closer, you can see that McLeod wasn't trying to come in. He was trying to keep you in.
Damn it, McLeod. I can never trust a roughneck.
And you also from there, for the glass, you see Chen suddenly startled by something behind him and moves very quickly to the corner, and you see him there looking around left and right. And then he focuses on the left and disappears out of your sight. And
Sir Ganon to Captain Banning.
Ganon, the hell?
And I've been sealed by Mr. McCoy. Wait,
McLeod.
McLeod. Has sealed me in my own lab. This is totally unacceptable.
Ganon, we got bigger things going on right now. Did you not hear my announcement? We have another gravitational wave on its way. Maybe brace yourself. I don't know what you've been doing in there, what's going on, but right now I've got bigger things. And if he has sealed you in, maybe you should have let us in before.
You intend to just leave me locked in here? I have no food.
It will be sorted out later. And McLeod, you are getting all kinds of readings. You're probably about 5 minutes away from this wave hitting you, or hitting the ship, if it's going to do any damage at all. But just as you predicted, you have coordinates. You're betting within 10 meters of the origin of this signal. And it is very strange. It's nothing, absolutely nothing you have ever counted before in your entire career, nor have you read about.
I'm going to quickly jot down those numbers so that we can precisely angle ourselves towards our destination.
Okay. Easily done. All right. On the bridge. Walter is keeping you updated. 4 minutes, Captain. Do you have it set, McLeod, so that this data, this location, would set to automatically feed into the bridge, perhaps to the holotable?
Yeah, because we've set it, because the information that was sent to both me and Jed. Yeah, that was being sent to both terminals, so it regarding to it, it'd be sent to both if it's receiving.
All right. So you guys see on the bridge a hologram of the moon itself. And Walter manipulating it, and you can see 3 lines, an X, Y, and Z. Come down and locate itself until all 3 come to together into one spot. A convergence, a conjunction,
Ooh.
on the moon. And it's in just north of the central, north of the equator. And quite prominent. You can't see any more details than that. But you see its coordinates listed hovering right above that. At that point, over the comms from the captain's station, you hear it's Chen. Captain, we got another problem. Something's, I think, come out the side of the lab where Gannon was. I think we have another one. Captain goes to his comm station. Another what? Another one of those creatures. You see it, Banning, sorry. Gannon!
What the hell's he done now? It's about to happen any moment now.
Something with those remains. He's awakened it. I don't know. I don't know what. And at that point, shockwave hits the ship.
Brace!
And I need all of you to make mobility rolls. And I think, Gannon, you've got a -2 on that one.
Including if we're locked strapped into a chair?
If you're strapped to a chair, then no.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that because that's what I would have done the moment you announced the wave was coming in. I ran to my office and sat in my chair and told Nakamura to do the same.
Okay, and sorry, Saul, I really haven't gotten back to you in a while.
We weren't doing anything exciting except gathering med supplies.
Okay. Alright, let me roll for... that's probably selected a different token other than who it was. Oh, no, I selected the right one. Oh, no, Chrissy. Nakamura...
Well, like I said, I did tell Nakamura. I would have told Nakamura, strap yourself in.
Oh, he did. That's right.
Yeah.
Captain will run and strap himself in. Walter will strap himself in there, which is nearby. And I'm going to see about dear. Hold on, sorry guys. I thought I had this. I'm just determining what it does to the ship, sorry. I thought I had it out on my screen, but I guess I do not. I think it's a rollable table. Damn it, come on. Alright, I have to go to the manual. Sorry guys, if you guys know where it's at in the book, you can...
What are we looking for?
Ship component damage.
Look.
I thought I had it right to hand, and I do not. Ship damage. Oh, here we are. Alright.
There's component damage on screen. Is that what you're looking for? I had myself muted and I was saying that.
146.
There's a bigger table. than that. I found it. It's on page 145 of the book. All right, I'm just going to roll D66.
Hopefully not a coffee maker.
Yes, hopefully not.
Don't destroy the coffee maker.
Life support offline.
Ugh.
We kind of need that.
All right. So the ship undergoes violent surge. Things are shaking. Things that are not things falling down in engineering. Things falling down in med lab that aren't strapped down. The sound, the groans coming from the ship are a little bit terrifying. Is it going to hold? This is the third such wave to hit the ship. You came across the Vespucci in quite a state. Is this going to put you in the state as well? And resulting from that, an alarm goes off. Life support is offline. Now you've got enough air, obviously, and enough heat that's going to last a while, but for right now, it's offline. McLeod, you get this notification straight away, obviously, and it starts flashing up red on all your monitoring screens.
Fucking tastic.
Right now, the ship is still heaving, shaking, looking to your left. The reactor seems to be okay.
Life support's let me try and figure out. Life support is the room directly to the left outside the front door towards engineering, isn't it?
It's out here.
How's that?
Well,
Cool.
you've got. Sorry, you're right. This is life support.
Dash. Well, now it pings. Right. Seeing all the flashy, seeing all the lights turn a crimson red for life support is failing. I'm going to book my ass like Speedy Gonzales straight over to life support.
All right, give me a mobility
In this
roll,
case.
please.
Yes. I should have rolled that, but oh fuck.
Master.
You have tripped and fallen right there where you're at. The violence of the ship moving has kind of made you hit the bulkhead of the door. And you go sprawling. Don't hurt yourself, but it just... You go sliding on your... Not on your face, but on your chest across part of it. Thankfully, no one's here to see you. Just going to slow you down. Do you get up and carry on?
Yes.
And
Right.
I can't remember. Did Chrissy failed his roll? All right.
I can't remember. In the first edition, do you take a point of damage when you fail a mobility roll? I can't remember if that was like specifically called out. like
It's
One of my old book.
it's
some reason. I'm gonna have to pick up the evolved edition. Read through
I
it.
don't think that would have changed in this, but I don't recall any ruling on it. Falling from a height, yes, but just tripping, I don't know.
I might be thinking of opportunity attacks or something, because that was a mobility.
Chen has taken a point of damage because he got thrown into the bulkhead when the wave hit, so he had nothing to hold on to. But you guys don't know that at this point yet. Cool. You can get back up and carry on. It's just going to slow you up the time it takes to get there. But do make another mobility roll. Right when you get to that zone there. Oh my god.
My Christ.
Wow.
I'm going to say you slide into these boxes here. You've tripped again. It's like trying to run. Maybe you're a bit like as if you're a bit drunk and you can't quite walk straight and you think you are, but you're not. You see Chen. McLeod! He's crawling. You can see blood coming from his forehead.
Ted. What the fuck?
Well, it's hit pretty hard. I got thrown into the wall.
You and me both. I'm gonna kind of bring myself out cursing under my breath and just try and push towards life support.
Alright, you're gonna try to walk or you're gonna crawl?
I'm gonna crawl.
Okay. It's gonna take you a little bit longer, but yes. You can get there. Meanwhile, Captain Wozniak, shut that alarm off.
Yeah, okay, I've got to get the ship stable.
What? McLeod, can you take care of this? And you're not at your station. All right, it's a heavy machinery roll there, McLeod. Did you bring any tools with you, maintenance check or anything?
I'm usually carrying a lot of my tools with me, so like the folding winch, stuff like that.
I don't see any of these. Let me just see your inventory kit. Floating winch is not of use here. No, you don't have. That's going to be a straight roll then. Heavy machinery. It is something that's a strength of yours, though. There you go. What do you want to do with your bonus?
Do it quickly.
Okay. Right about the time when you restore life support, the shockwaves running through the ship ease off. It wasn't caused by you to ease them off, but it's just the timing of it. And Wozniak, the first thing you notice when it stops, and the captain, and Richards, the distance that you guys put yourself from the Vespucci, you're looking right at it.
Oh, I'm glad we pulled away, but
And you're up close
we've been
to
dragged right back. That could have got a lot worse. Mind you, life support's up, so officer. Not a great day.
Sorry, what Wozniak systems report? Any life support? Sure, it's back online. But is there anything else we've suffered? Oh, do a full check.
I do so. I'm also interested in what's come through from the sensors that we've aimed towards the moon.
Walter, can you analyze the sensor data for now? Wozniak, you can join him as soon as you check the systems of the ship.
Roger that.
Richards, you check the ship. Wozniak, join Walter now. Captain is a little bit
I'd say to take a breath, but limited air at that. I go over to this nav table.
All right.
What are we looking at, Walter?
As we expected, the signal reported by Captain Vespucci preceded the wave almost precisely.
And is there anything else we've been able to glean from it? We aimed everything we could at it.
We have the point of origin of where the signal came from, and it did use some form of gravitational energy to transmit its signal.
I bet you 10 were you bucks that signal is coming from close to the Vespucci lifeboat landing site.
Walter looks up. Yes, it has. Not far, anyway.
We're going to need to do that flyover.
Yes, as the captain's. That's the next order of business. And whatever Gannon has done, over the ship's combs. Is everyone okay?
I reply, yeah, Nakamura and I are fine. We were strapped in. Let me know if anybody's hurt and we'll tend to them.
Chen, I took a bit of a bump, got thrown into the wall, but I'll live. I think whatever
Where
came
you
up.
at?
I'm on C. I think whatever came out of the lab has gone down to D deck.
What at the lab?
Wait, what? Out of the lab? What are you talking about?
I think we have another one.
God damn it!
Something Gannon did, perhaps.
Are the pups still running from earlier?
Actually, are they?
I manually turn him off. I haven't been paying attention to whatever they're reading out.
I don't think we actually turned them off. I said to leave them running. Just in case.
It's only been like an hour,
Yeah.
maybe less.
They got 5 power. Should I make a bunch of power checks for them to see if they've still got power left?
Yeah, maybe we better be doing that. It's my bad that I forgot to.
That's right. They weren't scanning for anything in particular. How many checks should I make?
Oh, let's just make 3. Oh my
That's
god.
3 power.
Oh. Oh, so there's still the,
Oh, I think it's the dice counted on the UI from my lamp as well, but it's
yeah.
it's only
Oh.
pups that reduced.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I saw a lot more on there. Okay. Alright. Well, where the pups are at this point in time. Where did you last have them?
I can't remember. I think we started from the bottom up. So they're probably on this deck actually. Oh no, they would have been they're on B because they found the hole in the lifeboat.
Yeah, because I was on D deck originally with the motion tracker.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be on B deck.
All right. Wozniak, send those pups down to D.
Yeah, roger that. I also head over to close the door over here.
And I'm gonna go have a word with Gannon.
Yeah, I hope that word's an expletive.
All right, sorry, I was just changing the music.
Because it may be relevant later, I had the... Oh no, I've still got it on my inventory. Okay, so I've got the incinerate unit. I'll offer it across to the captain. You might want to take this.
All right, thank you. And then he heads out. And he stops the comm just outside the bridge. McLeod, can you meet me at Gannon's lab?
Sure.
And during that time, I've left my office and I'm coming up the ladder to C deck to check on Chrissy's injury.
Okay, you're actually coming down. Because you're on B deck above.
Down, that's right. I was on B deck.
Because if you're coming up, you might be dealing with a little creature. Banging on the lab door. Gannon!
Yes, let me out of here.
What have you done?
A miracle of science, Captain. An absolute miracle.
He turns to you, McLeod. Cut it open.
Fine. And I'm gonna, as I kind of let it attach to my belt with my cutting torch, just gonna kick the gas up and just start cutting it.
The captain just stays staring at the glass. And he steps back so you have space, but staring through the glass. Gannon, I swear to Christ, have you unleashed another one of those creatures on this ship?
It's different than the others, Captain. Something special about it.
What could be special about it? It thinks only death. It thinks only murder.
We don't know that. We don't understand it.
Hence why we shouldn't be fucking around with it.
Well, it's too late for that now, isn't it?
And who's it going to be too late for? It was too late for Ramirez. It was too late for Erickson. Who's next?
Killed by something they didn't understand and approached in the completely wrong manner.
And you do. a creature
I'm beginning
heretofore
to, yes.
in a few hours. You're an expert on a life form that no one has ever seen before. Made up of flesh and metal. I cannot
As
comprehend
you
this.
said, Captain, I may be the only person that knows anything about this, and that makes me the expert. And not only that, but I formed some sort of bond with the creature. I'm certain that we can safely capture it.
Captain is just enraged, and he's just head slightly turned to the side. Strokes his chin. Cut through the last of the weld that you put on. Open this door now, Ganon. Unlock this door.
In my code. Eyes open. We
You
must
have
hurry.
a-
We have no time to waste.
Show me what you were doing in here.
Doesn't matter what is in here. It's all done with. I was able to recreate the organism in the lab using the living cells from the specimen that was brought to me.
You did this without my
Nothing has ever been
authorization.
done like this before.
Yes, and I am the captain of this ship the last time I checked, and it should have been authorized with me. And I would have said no, and you know damn well I would have. You have put us in danger, Ganon. In absolute danger. If any one of us is injured or dies
I
from
simply
this,
followed the directives of the science ministry's initiatives, Captain. We're a science vessel. I'm the lead scientist, and we're out here to discover things that have never been discovered before. And there's a little risk involved with that, yes. And I
safe.
feel truly for my colleagues who have suffered through this ordeal. But we cannot go back empty-handed.
Safety of the crew is paramount.
Not according to the directive of the company. As captain, are you or are you not obligated to follow those orders?
We're out here on a specific mission. Yes, there are other sub-directives, but compromising the safety of the crew and any sort of operation like this should have been something that I should have been aware of. Instead, you operated in secret and shut us all out. Is that part
You
of your
had
directive?
Things you were handling. I simply didn't want to bother you with theory that may or may not even have worked out.
Right now, I gotta find this creature. Afterwards, I'll deal with you, and the company will be hearing about this. I don't know about your little
Captain, I
retirement
insist
plans.
you let me lead the excursion in finding the thing. I'm telling you, it will recognize me, and I can control it. But Claude, get all the candy bars and bug juice you can from the commissary.
Ganon, go fuck yourself.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, I'll have you know, Captain, how can you allow this? We all have the same objective here. To find this creature and contain it.
If you want to fight a creature that is hell-bent on murder with candy bars and bug juice, be my guest, Ganon. The rest of us are going to use fire that doesn't produce acid eating through the hole. Chen, he looks over your shoulder. Chen, let's get armed up with any sort of flame units that we've got. And let's...
I finished slapping a bandage on his head where he was bleeding. There, you're good to go.
How many flame units do we have? I got one here. Is this the only one we have on the ship? Are you...
Ooh. Right. I'm gonna return back to my station, and I'm gonna do some things.
Some things.
Yes, I will need to ask you a question, to be fair, about it.
That's
See
cool.
if it's even possible. Am I able to tinker one of my cutting torches?
You have... Oh, sorry, I just saw you send me a message.
No, don't worry about the message.
Oh.
I found the answer out a second later.
Oh, okay. There's all kinds of things that you have in and around engineering. There's especially that main room right there where the power loader is. That's kind of your workshop area. There's all sorts of containers there. There's also the cargo area down on D deck where this creature allegedly has gone. With all kinds of supplies. Remember if I told you, I think you're on the session, that cargo bay is not full of supplies that you might be delivering to a colony somewhere. That's full of supplies for a long-range mission like you're on. But you do have the ability to jerry-rig some units up, just like the first Alien film.
It's mainly the equipment on me, such for example, like my cutting torch. Am I able to modify that to the point where it is now a justified baby flamethrower?
Yeah.
If I expose a pipe.
Yeah, all you're basically having to do is to get a fuel canister and letting that cutting torch be the primer. And then you're just hooking it up like a pump unit, so it pumps the fuel out. So it'll effectively be like one of the flame units, but you need to make a heavy machinery roll to create it. But
if I use the incinerator refill, can that be used as a fuel cell?
Yes, yes, it is. It is that. So you can make your roll with a +1 on your heavy machinery.
Okay, skills, heavy machinery. Oh, fuck. I didn't do the +1. Balls. So I just do 1 on the base modifier.
Yeah.
Cool. Am I able to push that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
If you... Oops. Okay. Well, you don't need to. So do a stress response, and you get the 1 success, so you are successful. Jumpy. Oh, any more pushes, and it's going to be extra stressful. Okay. All right. Captain goes into the lab. Walter, I want you to monitor the moon's location and keep any sort of awareness of any lingering effects of this gravitational wave. Richards, I want you to pull us away from the Vespucci. Wozniak, I want you to join the crew in hunting for this creature.
I'm monitoring the pub screen at the moment, Sid.
Oh, God, of course. Okay. Yes. Okay, you're going to do us well there. I forgot you were doing that.
I can help, Captain.
Okay. Wozniak, keep us informed of what you see on the screen. I'm joining the crew going down to D.
10-4.
And Gannon, just don't. Don't cause any more problems, man. It takes you a few minutes to rig that, McLeod.
How do I transfer stuff from the container down in engineering to my pockets?
Yeah, there used to be a module that allowed that to happen, and so I will do it for you. I can do it easily for some reason. I think I can. Hold on. If not, I think the way we had to do it was, here it
To
is.
the item.
Yeah, you just drag the item fresh from, as if you're equipping your character, and I just delete it.
Yeah.
What are you wanting? I assume the fuel cell.
Yeah, the incinerator refill.
Yep. Okay. If you just drag it from the supply, the briefcase icon, you can drag that into your character sheet.
I'm not sure it's there.
Better be.
I could be being stupid.
Not necessarily. I do make mistakes, or maybe I forgot to make it visible to you guys, and I can see it. Okay, I do not see it.
Anything in equipment I can't see.
Oh, I think I put it in with the weapons.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, it's there.
Is it? Oh, there it is. Yes, because that's where I put magazines and stuff. So I figured that's a good place for it. Is there anything else you wanted from that?
I am going to be dropping, for example, stuff like my comm unit, my Android repair kit, mainly. So
you can put it in Foot Locker. So if you right-click on the item on where the pen and pencil icon is, you can tell it to add to locker, and then it doesn't count as encumbrance.
Okay.
Seems like take from locker is not working.
Oh.
It worked for me.
I'm in the armory container A.
Oh, now that won't work for you because the ability to transfer things from the containers, I didn't realize this until after I built this. That module has not been updated for the current version of Forge. What do you want from it? And I'll get it for you.
Stun baton.
Okay. Just drag that from the weapons under the briefcase icon, and I will delete it from the locker. So stun baton and what else? Or is there anything else?
Just the riot vest.
Okay. Dr. Gannon with a riot vest. I love it.
Hard.
Over the outside of
Straps
his...
it on and then puts his lab coat back on over it. Like, he's so fat too, it's like barely fits in.
If I had the time, I would get this adjusted.
And what deck is the commissary on? Where would I get more bug juice and
That's on B.
any parts? I was looking at A. Okay.
Yeah, don't forget to equip that Kevlar vest so it counts as your armor. Okay. Right. Anybody else doing anything?
Anything coming up on the pups?
Let's see. Let me think. By the time you got to there, you have noticed. Let me look at my D deck. Whether it was caused by a creature or not, you have noticed that some tools have been knocked over, scattered across the floor on, I don't know if you're looking at D deck right now, but
Yeah.
on this side of the rover.
Captain, I haven't seen any sign of the beast yet, but there are some tools scattered by the right rear tire of the rover.
Copy that. You stay our eyes there, Wozniak.
Will do.
All right. Let's see. There's not. McLeod, are you joining us?
I am.
Chen, I want you leading the way.
I've still got the motion tracker on me. Good.
Okay, good.
Oh, time to die.
All right. I'm wondering if we should. I'll go down to D deck. I'm gonna activate that for all. And you can drag your tokens on there. All right. Okay. Why is the music stopped? Well, I didn't tell it to.
I think Ganon would eventually end up there, but he'd be a little bit behind them since he's going to B deck first.
It's gonna be the one that dies.
There's your new pet
Tell that my
agent.
creature to eat you.
So fine as well.
It's very quiet down on this deck. You see what Wozniak reported. There's damn it, some tools that have been dropped there. A tray, a cart, a little cart that has like that you would, if you're doing some work on something, you'd have it close to it. Must have gotten dislodged. Maybe that's it. It got dislodged during the gravity wave. It's normally kept over here in this area. McLeod, you keep everything, exactly where you mean it to be.
Well, I've taken out the motion tracker and I'm kind of just waving it around.
Okay, let's do a power roll for that. Keeping your power, fine. All right. One moment. You're waving it around. The only motion you see at this point in time is the four of you and these two pups buzzing around. Wozniak, have you actually, are these pups moving around? Do you have them like stationary, just up looking?
They'll be moving.
Okay. Oh, this airlock is not open actually back there.
I'll fly them into hiding spaces that they can get under, like underneath the rover, for example.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to the captain as he's walking by. If we can do anything, we need to get this thing off the ship as fast as we can. Try and get it in the airlock. And we'll send it out of fucking space.
All right. That's a good plan, McLeod. Let's get the inner airlock door open.
Yep.
What are we going to lure it in there with? The only thing it likes is people.
I'll stand in there for now, and then as soon as it comes through, I'll try and dodge it.
Why don't you get a suit on,
Trust.
McLeod?
Let's be honest, Captain, if I'm gonna die, I might as well die comfortable.
Yes, but you might be able to grab hold of it. Grab hold of something while we open the airlock and maintain not being sucked out. At least you'd have oxygen.
I've got my breathing mask on me. I hope that works, but...
And the cold of space. Actually, be speaking quieter.
He'll be fine. Trust me, as I'm just gonna look him dead in the eyes.
Oh, and he knows that look, too. He knows that's the end of the argument. He just nods.
Right. I'll go open the door. Try and... You guys just stay hidden. Stay hidden. I'll make some noise. Try and bring it out, so to speak.
Alright. Aberly. Hide.
I turn and look.
Get behind that ATV over there. What?
It's one of the pups.
Oh.
What was that sound? Captain,
Yes.
we're trying, like, as soon as it gets in here, this is not me being, I'm going to sacrifice myself, but close the fucking door. Because if we can get him locked in here, mint. I trust you.
And I trust you to try to dive out of there before I do. I need an engineer. We don't have one other than you. And with these gravitational waves hitting.
I've put everything that needs to be fixed or could be fixed or anything I put in logs. I always bring a book and put into my logs to help to fix certain things if that is the case.
Only if you have to.
'Cause you-
I want you to dive out of there. That's an order.
Fine.
And you see him go to the controls right where he's standing.
Yes.
And he punches a few numbers. You know that he's transferred control of the airlock to where he's at. You recognize the sound of the beeps. And then he looks at you and nods. And you can see that he looks back over his right shoulder to Chen.
And as soon as the captain gives me that nod, I'm going to start stamping my feet and doing like the hacker, you know?
Uh-huh.
Just to kind of make some noise. Not doing that. I'm not doing the hacker sound because it'll just be awkward.
That's okay. I'm not going to ask you to do that.
In the pubs have picked up some kind of weird blurry movement in the side airlock.
Yeah, they have. All right.
You gotta make the noise for those of us that have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
All right. Keep making that sound. And you guys are just watching closely. And suddenly you get a blip on your motion tracker, Aberly. That is not one of the four of you. And it is from underneath, or not underneath, from above the rover. This deck is actually quite tall, and there's a lot of piping and other such. And slowly descending, you swore you looked up to the ceiling. It looked like it was part of the piping. Is a creature that is not as large as the one that nearly ate through the hall with its blood, but about half that size. Though I only have a token for one. Ganon, are you down here yet?
Oh, fuck.
Probably by now, yeah.
And you come down and you see, standing on top of the rover, a much larger creature than what came out of the container. Best estimate, this creature is about 1.6 meters, but it's kind of hunched down. And then you came down the ladder. Would you be quiet? Would you be capable of being quiet, being that you're a fat old man?
And wearing Kevlar? No. I come
Yeah,
just
really.
like loudly clamoring down, like, Captain, wait!
Shut the fuck up. And the creature turns towards you. And lets out a hiss.
A lot of candy bar, and open the wrapper and hold it up high in the air, and like slowly just like march towards it brazenly.
And it's low to the, I say ground, but low to the ceiling of the rover as it moves, almost like a panther. Comes to the edge and is looking down at you. Looking. There are no eyes. You can see that its exoskeleton is darker, much darker. In fact, it's not translucent at all. But it's got a shine to it. You can see your face, a reflection off the front of its head. And you say you hold up a chocolate bar.
It's okay. It's okay. Everybody stay calm. It's gonna be okay. Everything's fine. Nobody make any sudden movements. It's just an animal, but it has some semblance of sentience designed into it by whatever entity created it. If it does not find us hostile and we can maintain its needs, there's no reason to destroy it, and it will not harm us.
I'll like take another step forward and hold the candy bar closer up to it.
And as he gets closer, I'm gonna raise my bolt gun
I see
as
a
I've seen
message.
it now shown itself, and I'm gonna kind of shoot off a pot shot towards it.
Okay, you will know that the range of that is very short. You wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to hit it, but that isn't
It's-
probably what
yeah.
you're trying to do.
He's trying to get that sort of like, I'm trying to get that sort of vicinity around him just to kind of drive it to like move, because if not, Ganon will die.
Okay. You fire it. It makes a loud sound. The captain wasn't expecting it. He was watching his eyes on Ganon. Chan can't see you. Eyes on Ganon.
Oh, I could see. I'd imagine as the creature
Yep.
standing on top of the.
You can hear Ganon's voice. You can't see anybody else other than the creature. Ganon, you hear this, and the creature instantly turns towards the airlock. And walks over, and it, with smooth grace, you don't even hear it necessarily hit the ground, but it comes off the rover. And it's got its eyes right on you, McLeod.
And as I see it staring at me, this is going to be a very bold move. As my gun is still raised after your first initial shot.
Oh, it has to be reloaded after each round, by the way.
Right, okay.
It's only a single shot. You got time, though.
Yeah, we kind of saw its like body kind of molding and slinking down. I'm kind of like fiddling with it to kind of get it reloaded as fast as I can.
Okay.
Stop! Wait! Now I'm running around. Finley, stop! It can sense your intent. Lower your weapon. Send good attitude and good thoughts only. I'm telling you, this being is something. It's empathic.
I think I'm going to have to put everybody in a combat tracker. Because what I wanted to do, but I thought, wait, I'd better let initiative tell it was backhand you again with the creature. But
there I am.
So are we still in RP right now and not on the combat tracker?
Yeah, I just want to get. Well, go ahead and roll your initiative, but I'm kind of doing a bit of a hybrid with it. I just want it ready.
Yeah. So as I see Ganon kind of come around towards, but the back of it, my gun is still going to be raised.
Perfect.
Ganon.
Before you carry on, sorry, the inventory.
Well,
creature, Ganon, Finley, McLeod. Perfect order. Got it. Just worked out. All right, go ahead.
Ganon, I appreciate the work you do, but this is more than science now. This is life. And I'm going to shoot off my second shot towards the beast.
You are in range that you could hit it, so I will let this be outside of the actual combat. Although if you hit, it'll still hit. Whether that's a good judgment or not. Wozniak, you're watching this all unfold.
Oh dear. With the pup's scan range, everything is like 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds of the new animation.
Oh, right, of course.
Extra tense and spooky.
Go ahead and roll to attack. Or will it let you? Because you haven't engaged combat.
Is it just to press on the bolt gun?
Under the weapons part of it, yes.
Yes. So, range of target is engaged.
Short.
Oh, short. Cover.
None.
Target size.
What's the choices? I forget.
Normal, large, and small.
Normal.
Cool. I wouldn't exactly say careful aim or aim for a weak spot. Don't believe there's any modifiers. So, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Okay. You've actually hit it. damage of 3. What do you want to do with your bonus success?
Let me look at the things real quick. I'll be able to tell you.
You might want to look. Let's see.
'Cause I don't know where the things are for combat because I haven't done it yet.
Well, mostly
Close combat.
this is
Oh.
ranged combat. So, basically, it's more damage is what you can do, and I can't remember if there's anything else.
So, it says here on the actual skills thing about the whole you show off stuff like that.
Yeah.
If that's what is under.
I think there's another spot for it, but damn it, I'm not used to the new layout of this manual, and this is slowing things down. Hold on. Oh, it's just 1 point of extra damage is what you can do.
Then yeah,
I don't think
the
there's
extra
anything
damage
else.
the extra damage will surely piss it off. So
It will. So that's 4 points, and it's armor. And oh dear, here we go. You are on D deck.
Oh, you're eating a hole through the
Oh.
hole.
Oh dear, and Ganon is in engaged range. Oh dear.
It's gonna be okay. Shh. They're like, it's gonna be okay, little. Don't worry, we're not here to hurt you. Holding a candy bar out to it.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get to the acid. I don't have it memorized yet. Damn it. Oh, for crying out loud. Clearly, I have more tables to make for myself. Ah, here we go. Okay. Ah, okay. Roll for an attack against all adjacent targets and the floor. Do you guys feel like that's one roll for all of it, or do I get a separate roll for each? I'll let you help make the decision, even though I'm the GM.
I mean, I feel like it's all kind of one and the same because it's not like it took 2 separate attacks, so to speak.
All right. Okay. Acid splashes on you, Ganon, and it hits your Kevlar vest, which has an armor of 1, which is going to remove its armor protection rating because it's only 1 point of damage is what it does. It also splashes on the hull, and not a whole lot of acid, but the hull is smoking. But it doesn't seem to be as rapid as the time before. All right.
Since I'm observing, can I put myself in initiative? So I've got an idea.
Oh, of course, yes. Let me do that for you. I'm going to drag you. Yeah, thank you. I was going to do that. Drag your token down. And there you are. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Number 4. Okay. All right. Oh dear.
Oh Lord.
the creature was turning to look at you, Ganon, when he got hit.
Oof.
No, don't.
And it just, as it gets hit with this bolt, sorry, I was going to call it bullet, but that's not it. And it just stares at you, and it turns its head to the side like it did back in the lab. Oh dear. And its tail whips up. It stabs you right in the chest.
Oh no.
And he's not quite
Friend
full
Ganon.
grown, so I'm actually going to reduce some of what it does because it's not full size yet, but it still does 3 points of damage. And your vest is no more, so you can remove it because it got burnt away by acid.
Ooh, that breaks me.
Oh no, a critical roll is now in order. And you can roll it from your character sheet.
Oh. Punctured lung.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Needs surgery.
well, it's a good thing we have a doctor.
6 hours to live.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
As long as she doesn't die. She's down here. Because we have 2 doctors, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, dear God. All right. Oh, I forgot to hit begin counter.
No. Get in.
You're still conscious, but you're breathing out of a hole as well as your mouth. But it would have been your turn. It is now McLeod's turn.
God. I am going to reload my weapon since my second shot. Am I able to reload and shoot in the same go?
I believe. Hold on. Reload. It's under actions at the top. Where the hell is it?
Yeah, reload's a quick action.
Oh,
So
yes,
yeah,
it
he
is.
could do
Yeah,
both.
so you can reload and then attack in the same round, yes. But you can't move at the
Then-
same time.
I'm just gonna pop it, lock it, then shoot that motherfucker. Then I'm gonna polka dot it, country harmony, pop it. Right. That one? Oh. Bolt gun, engage, short, normal, cool, and fire. Bitch.
You can push.
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Chen doesn't have any flame unit. I know what he'll do. Hold on. I need to add it to him. He's gonna. First, hold on. Let me put this in there. Ah, damn it. Where's it at? Ah, there it is. All right. He is going to run up and. Captain, throw me the flame! Catches it. Moves up. Ganon's on the floor. Aims the flame unit. from that distance. Short. No cover, normal, careful. Doesn't have time for a careful aim or a weak spot because he'd moved. The hell, dude? Push that. There you go. 1. Aha. 1 point. And the creature catches fire. And that one. I get this wrong all the time. All right. Okay, start a next round and gets more damage. All right. That's what he can do. All right. Aberly.
Okay. Well, Aberly still carrying around the pulse rifle that she got from the Fuji, so staying behind the ATV here, he gets out the rifle and is going to take a shot at this burning creature.
Hold on, I didn't roll for the fire intensity.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I screwed up. But I'll go ahead and do that really quick. Fire intensity 9. Really? Okay. Does that mean as soon as it doesn't roll any damage, that means the fire goes out?
Did I do that?
I think so, yeah.
It goes out right away. That's what happens. Okay. Go ahead, Aberly.
Okay. So I'm 14 meters. What, short or medium? Medium.
Yeah, it's going to medium.
Okay, no cover. Normal target. Okay.
What are you doing with them?
Well, let's just stick with more extra damage. I'm gonna just be focused on killing the thing.
Two, 3, 4 points of damage. That's armor piercing.
Yep.
First off. Ganon's still in engaged range. Okay. This might have to be a cliffhanger.
No.
A pretty cool cliffhanger.
It sure is.
We're in a good spot.
Acid, a large bit of acid blasts out of this. All over Ganon and the floor starts smoking rapidly and violently. If you get hit again while you already got a critical injury, I forget what that does to you.
I just rolled another crit unless they changed
Yeah, I
it.
think it's another one.
Okay.
Find out for next time.
It's pouring all over my body.
Yes.
On
Broken
my arm.
arm.
You should look at a broken arm.
Sizzling away.
Okay. And
Arm burned to ash.
oh, you guys are so lucky.
I wouldn't put it that way.
Well, as far as because it's an outer bulkhead, its effective armor level is the same amount of damage that it took, which means that it's resisted. It's smoking up, but it's not going to go through the hole. But you don't know that. And I think let's stop right there and continue this next time.
Okay.
Oh, not cool.
Oh my god. Alright, let me get the urgency music
That's
stopped.
awesome.
Ganon's feeding the aliens freaking chocolate bars.
I love it though. It came out so well. I was gonna have him backhand you and throw you, but against the lift there.
That's great.
But it was cool to have it give you that same child look before. No, I'll just kill you. But you're not out of the game yet.
I picture it was like really intimate and slow motion where it like gets right in my face and then suddenly you start gurgling blood as its tail comes up through me.
Yes, I should have described it that way, but still.
Do you think for a moment that like Ganon's right and it's gonna work? Alien Earth should have done.
Sorry, say again. It cut out briefly.
That's what Alien Earth should have done, was like make you think that would work, and then no.
Oh, I haven't seen the series. I have no idea.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't really recommend it. I recommend it only to judge it.
Oh.
I've enjoyed it.
It's got
but
its good
you can't
moments.
really
I mean,
consider it canon.
Is it as bad to the Alien franchise as the Rings of Power are to Tolkien?
It's worse, in my opinion. Like, so much worse.
Is it? Because the Rings of Power are atrocious. Anyway, that's on the recording. We can talk about that after. Let's do experience points. All right. Did you actively participate for the entire duration of the game session? Yes. It's a point for all of you. Did you... hold on. Did you stay in character throughout the entire session with adherence and paying close attention to your character's personality, personal agenda, and character build limitations? Yes, to all of you. Through role-playing, did you actively drive the story forward consistently throughout the entire session? I think all of you. Yes, definitely all of you. Through role-playing within the knowledge and skills limitations of your character, did you come up with creative, clever, or elaborate solution to a situation? McLeod, definitely.
yeah.
Ganon? Yes, I think yes, definitely. Let's see, Wozniak.
I don't think I did much in the terms of ideas this time.
No, when you definitely role played throughout, but not any ideas. Arbley, I don't think so on this one.
No.
Okay. In adherence to your character's personality and personal agenda, did the pursuit of that cause you to sacrifice or risk something or hinder the achievement of your objective?
Didn't even come up.
I think Gannon maybe. Because your personality.
When I went to go,
because like your personality to search out new life, and then the objective, endangering the crew, maybe is you hindered that perhaps. I would say it's worth a point. Sorry, what were you saying there, Rue?
when I went to go and get my power nap, I was hoping to get attacked by a newly birthed alien.
Oh, sorry.
My agenda is find opportunities to kick back and relax.
Oh, of course. Oh, which means that you didn't have to sacrifice or risking anything. I see. Okay. What about you, McLeod? You're risking your life here at the end. Does that counteract anything about your personal agenda?
Not really. Actually, well, it says, I'm a compulsive thrill seeker. If there is a risk to take it, you'll step up and try it.
Well, didn't
You
cause you
refused to
to
put on the space.
didn't cause you to hinder anything. Okay then. All right. Last one. Did your actions bring about a significant discovery or revelation that strongly affects your objective, personal agenda, or worldview? Yes for Gannon.
I think we've progressed the sensor thing with the signal. We've got the location of it now.
Yes, okay for both you and McLeod. Death. Oh, sorry, Solid. Not a whole lot of points for you today.
Hey, it happens.
It does. All right.
I only got like maybe 3 last time, I think. 2 or 3.
Yeah, you were heavily involved in this one. What'd you get this time? Like 4? 5?
All 6.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, I basically died because of like the last 2,
Yeah.
essentially. So
All right. Tell you what. All right. Everyone watching at home, thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe, and we have 1 or 2 more sessions. I think this might be 2 more to wrap this up. I'm not sure. It depends on what happens next time. It might end up at 1. Very well could. Anyway, see you next time.